welcome back my faithful legionnaires. Today we are back in GTA 5 and doing another awesome mod review. Now if you have not guessed what it is already, you probably should have, because we are going to be looking at the Enterprise D. Now this is the Galaxy class Enterprise, which is mostly featured in the Next Generation series. Now it does also feature in one of the films and various other media of Star Trek, but mainly Generations, the movie Generations. So Legionnaires, as you can tell, it is not here yet. We have to spawn it in because it is a beast, I must say. So Legionnaires, I hope you are ready to see this beastie, as we're going to go drive to a slightly better area where we will find it easier to spawn in, which will probably just be just down the runway a bit there. So Legionnaires, if you haven't done so already, hit that like and subscribe button, as it really does help us out and will make the Legion grow. So Legionnaires, if you are ready for this one, we will cut to it and spawn it in.
6 hours later.
And just like that, Legionnaires, we are aboard the Enterprise D. This is a very, very cool, very awesome sized ship. I mean, obviously it's not to scale, but that is absolutely okay. So registration is NCC 1701D. So this is like the half a dozen iteration of the Enterprise. Now this one does have a nice hover mode, it does light up, weapons functional and all that kind of stuff, and we will give you some extra exposition or details on this lovely, awesome ship. So Legionnaires, let's take off. So first impressions, when I first ever spawned this ship in, it was absolutely awesome. And she's got some speed when she gets up to it. She doesn't have all that much maneuverability because, you know, this is the Enterprise D. She's not exactly a much overly small ship. She's actually quite large, as you can well tell. She has a whole bunch of weaponry, which is, you know, understandable for a Galaxy class ship, you know. She actually has, if I remember correctly, a 12 Type X phaser arrays, 3 photon torpedo launchers, and has a top speed of warp 9.6, which is absolutely cool. She has 47 decks, a crew of 1012. She was also launched on star date 2363, and yeah, she's a very awesome machine. She can even do a barrel roll for us. Now this ship does come with weaponry as well, like you would think it would, so we will put it into drone mode, as I call it, and that way you guys can have a look-see at these weaponry, so I don't have to fly it, this thing will fly itself. Now, first weaponry, we have some torpedoes. You can't see at the moment because of the... There we go. Oh wait, they're not the torpedoes, they're the cannons, as it were. But there you go, you can see them coming from there. She has missiles. There they are. Not exactly the most easiest to see, but that's okay. And then obviously, look at that, that looks cool. And then, but you might be able to see it a bit, there we go, you can see them a bit better inside the ship. Now this is the look-see from the bridge, which looks a little bit funny. It's not quite where the bridge actually is, but that's okay as well. Oh, we're gonna probably hit that. Hey, look out! Autopilot, you done your work. Mild scraping there, that's okay. Now we'll put it into the nice cinematic mode, so that way you guys can have another look at it. There we go. Now this ship actually has the actual overall length in like Star Trek canon is 647 meters long, so that is pretty damn cool. And if you can imagine 42 decks high, so that would be pretty cool in my books to see that in reality. Now the saucer section can actually separate, but not this particular version, but that's okay. This is just GTA after all, you can't get everything, but if you know the canon, you know this ship can separate into two pieces, the battle section and the saucer section, or the drive section, you know, they have a battle bridge. Now, I don't really have much more else to say, so we will do the usual of shutting my gob and letting you guys have a good look-see at this ship in motion. it would seem, Legionnaires, autopilot is not always the best when it comes to trying to fly this thing. So we will have to rectify the situation and take it up a little bit higher so that way we don't crash again. I do find that mildly amusing, I must admit. So I'll take it up a little higher as it is needed to be flown a bit more. Because bear in mind the size of the ship, it's not really going to do all too well in atmosphere, so to speak. I mean, if we could take this thing out into space, that would be pretty damn cool in my books. There we go, now we're off again. I really wish that it wouldn't just keep focusing on the nacelle there. I mean, it's cool, it's a nice nacelle, but we want the ship. I mean, come on. Give us the ship, you stupid thing. There we go. Now we got the ship back. Imagine actually taking this thing into combat. It would be pretty damn cool. So, Legionnaires, I think that about does it for this one. We will land, or attempt to land, and we will see you back on the ground.
Later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
And just like that, Legionnaires, we are back on the ground. It was a bit of a pain to land this behemoth and jump out of it, because the cockpit doesn't let you really get down all that easily, but that's okay. But it was really cool, nevertheless, to use this awesome machine in no, I almost said Ark. That is our other gaming stuff that we do. So, Legionnaires, if you did enjoy this episode, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as it really does help us out. It is one small click for you, but for us, it is something really big. And if you want this really big item in your game, I will leave a link to the mod in the description below, as per usual. So, Legionnaires, until the next one.